Cool. I was trying to flip through these pages slowly without making any noises. Trying to find the one section I want to play with today. I'm still mostly just leveling you guys up. I'm not ready to actually throw you into the real story. And
I getcha.
Also, with the fact that you guys said you weren't super familiar, this is a great way to introduce just basics and for me to get a feel of what I'm doing. Because again, I've never actually really ran anything before.
Okay,
At the moment, it's looking like Ren is doing the recap this week.
Oh wait, should I? Oh, did we all roll?
Yeah. Ro and I already did our rolls.
I'm guaranteed not going.
Yeah. No.
Nope. It's Ren again.
The only time your bad rolls actually come into play.
Yeah, I know. The only time I'm thankful for Will Wheaton.
And the only time, and when it's convenient for me.
Yes.
Okay. Oops.
The natural wonders.
Oh, I'm not. I get really good rolls on these things usually.
Okay, so we're gonna start the recount.
All right, go on then.
All right. Previously on Broken Realms, after venturing into the jungle, dealing with sea monkeys, a sea ape, and
super robots.
Oh God, yeah.
Super fighting robot. Mega Ren.
Like that.
God damn it. Okay.
If you want, I can recap.
Yeah, just recap.
I don't think I'm too robot-y, am I?
No, not that I can hear.
Nah.
On Broken Realms. Last time, our adventurers were tasked to rescue the acolyte from the All Saints temple after previously, when Norfinas had touched the cursed arrow, the undead suddenly started attacking the village. One of the skeletons stealthily took off to the side, kidnapped the acolyte, a beautiful priestess of Soon. They tracked it down a cave that they had previously ventured into, but were a little too frightened to, without the aid of all their companions. Upon entering the cave, they fought many skeletons and many zombies, where finally, at the end, they found the true cause of all the troubles. A necromancer that had long gone mad with power and was trying to make an offering elemental deity, so to speak. He was rather uncooperative and they had to put him down. Then they more or less just teleported back home and that was it.
So we're just picking up from where we last left off.
That's what you guys asked for, just to take off straight away.
Yep. So we teleported up to the town again. We're with the priestess.
Yeah,
and...
pretty much.
Yep.
So I pretty much recommend that before we let the priestess go, that we should take her to see Saw and Hammer, so she can sort of verify that we've cleared out the cave.
Works for me.
Yep.
Okay. So
sounds good. Just
plus we can also collect the quest money as well.
Yeah, I could go for a little extra money. I want to get that wagon soon.
cool. So you have gone off to Saw and Hammer. Trying to remember what their voices were like.
Oh,
Yeah.
should I?
One was kind of like Forrest Gump. The other was like sassy. Actually, I'm not going to say
The one
rest
kind of
of
had
what
like a
I was gonna
scratchy.
say.
Yeah, one kind of. The other one was kind of. I guess. The one was kind of like. I don't know. The one of them kind of like a Hank Hill kind of voice, I guess.
I was actually trying to go for King Kai from Dragon Ball Z, but okay.
It kind of does.
Oh no,
sound
the
like
scratchy
King Kai.
one kind of sounded like King Kai.
Yeah.
I think the one that you gave for the hammerhead shark sounded kind of like Hank Hill a little bit.
A little, but anyway.
Ooh.
I was going for Dodoria from Dragon Ball as well.
Ah. Well,
It's not like I told you guys. It was just really interesting to see what you guys thought. I mean, I'm not a voice artist.
oh no,
I was
no,
just
no, it's
trying
fine, it's
Yeah,
fine.
no.
I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
which Dodoria? Like official dub Dodoria or DBZA Dodoria?
Oh,
DBZA, Doria.
so just listening to the space ducks.
the
yeah, I can kind
space
of, I can
ducks.
kind of
No,
think
that's
about
Zarbon.
it.
Oh, I meant Zarbon then.
Yeah.
Zarbon's the
Zarbon
sassy
is-
one.
I meant Zarbon. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Sassy,
Yeah.
potentially homosexual one.
Well, he said he had a girlfriend, didn't he?
Yes. Anyway,
He
Yeah,
said he had a
Although,
girlfriend.
although I
He
guess her
was
name could have
talking
also
to
been Chuck, like
Pegasus.
Frieza said.
we're getting off track.
Okay, yeah.
You guys all go back to Saw and Hammer's place with the acolyte in tow.
Yep.
And it's Saw that comes up to you after seeing you guys have returned.
Mhm.
Oh, I say, it's good to see that you guys are back. Did you go off and check what was happening at that cave? You know, I kind of promised you guys some gold if you did.
Yeah, just some crazy fucking necromancer.
What?
Necromancer, you know. Guy that raised the dead and
Oh my
shit.
god, I had no that terrible over there. I thought it was just a ghost or some kids playing with firecrackers.
No, just a
No.
lot of zombies and skeletons.
Something I've learned
It's
is that
fine.
it's never that lucky.
At that point, Hammer comes around like, hold on, are you telling me that's where all those skeletons came from that attacked the village?
Yes. And also who
Pride
kidnapped
just shrugs.
the priestess here.
Real quick, where's my character token?
Mine's missing, but we don't really need it right now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right, yeah, I almost forgot to
When you get
mention.
the chance, you can just drag from the character list. You can just drag it onto there.
Oh, really? That's how that works? Okay.
Yeah.
The priestess was also kidnapped to be a bride for the necromancer's master.
Sorry.
Mhm.
However, he did seem out of it, though. Kind of lost a whole ton of marbles.
Bride also holds up the wand. Also got his fucking wand.
Ooh. Well, that's pretty impressive, but I think you gotta give that to Saul over there. Do you even know what that is?
Yeah. Cast magic missile.
Oh my, that's quite the impressive find you've got there. It's not really easy to come across, you know, especially here in this little podunk town.
Yeah, and it'll give me a bit of an edge against everything else.
Also, because my curse has been removed, I need a bit more information on the Black Arrow, like whether or not it can still be cursed, curse other people, and that sort of thing, especially now.
Do you still have that on you? I could probably
Yes.
take a quick look.
I do.
Careful not to touch it with your actual bare hands first.
Well,
No,
okay,
I
first,
imagine that you've got.
well, the Acolyte is here, so even if one of us gets cursed, she can easily remove the curse.
Still a bit of sex and sorry.
Yeah,
She's just kind of. The acolyte's kind of just standing back, more or less, just doing her thing.
I just I get like a bit of cloth and just wrap around it and just put it onto the bar.
Saw will walk up to the arrow, and he will cast Identify on it. No, I mean he'll cast Detect Magic first off.
Mhm.
Let's see. Oh yeah. Sorry. Oh yeah, that's still really quite cursed. I would not be touching that too much.
So if
What
anyone
can
else
end up
touches it,
coming
they
from
become
that?
cursed. Yep.
Hmm?
So if anyone else touches it, they become cursed.
Get
is that-
roboted again.
Ah. I don't. Hang
Bear
on.
with us, folks.
How about now?
That's better.
So
Good
far,
for
so
now.
Okay, so if anyone else touches it, they become cursed. Yes.
I would think so, but if you took care of that necromancer, who knows where all those skeletons got to come from? I mean, he was the cause of all the troubles of the arrow.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we also found interesting stone that actually changed a bit after we killed him.
What do you mean you found the stone?
Oh, you mean the glowing orb? That's just
Yeah.
that's the light. He was crazy.
Drift globe, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the flashlight. It's basically it's like a lamp.
Yeah, hold on, hold on. Hey, Hammer, come here. And then Saw takes the glow orb, holds it in front of him. On. Hammer just reels back, all blinded as the light just shines in his face. Like, what are you doing that for? And Saw just like, just to show how it works. Off.
Okay.
And then it just glow orb slowly stops floating in air and settles back into his hand.
Okay, I want to get it back. So, hey, can I have that back, please?
Oh yeah, sure. I kind of already used its one charge for the day, by the way. But Hammer is quite blind. That casts daylight.
Okay, then since you used that one charge, as payment for that, could you at least, if I get a wagon, could you somehow like fix it onto it? They kind of like use it as like a headlight.
We sell lanterns. You can just use lanterns. Much cheaper.
Let me just get wagon. We can talk about the adjustments I need for it.
Dynn.
Yeah, you
Sure.
can cross that bridge when you come to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep the black arrow on me for now, but wrapped up in stuff, so I'm not gonna touch it by accident.
Okay.
Actually, that arrow, is there anybody we could talk to? Maybe get that thing
Removed.
maybe fixed up and maybe get the curse removed, or possibly even get that arrow turned into something we could use, like without having to worry about the curse.
There's a really simple spell called Dispel Magic.
Or even remove curse.
Yeah, but what if we actually got that cursed arrow turned into a possibly magic weapon we could use? I mean, come on.
That would probably be talk to the priest.
Yeah.
There's not like a weaponsmith we could talk to about that kind of thing.
I don't think a weaponsmith could imbue it with magic. That seems like something.
You need an
Yeah,
enchanter
there
for
is.
that.
There is a weaponsmith in town, in the town page that I made for you.
Oh yeah, I'll look at that then and just see. Like, I guess since we know about the people, at least we could at least at least we'd know about that then.
Ironhead Arms. 3 years ago, an old sellsword and caravan guard by the name of Fang Ironhead decided to settle in town and open a shop dealing in arms and armor, both new and used. So he would be pretty much your supplier, but he is not the guy that makes them. He just sells them. So like if you ever get dungeon crawl or whatever, and you come across like swords and swords and swords and just crap armor that you have no intention of using, he would buy it off from you.
Didn't we get some stuff from that? Didn't we get some stuff from there that we could use? Didn't we grab some tools and stuff from that one table we saw that we passed before we met the necromancer?
Sure did. You also got some black jet jewels.
Yeah, we could sell that to him too.
Hold up, should we get those?
Right, just as he
Jet-
holds up the kind of tattered short sword he got off of the skeletons.
Maybe we
those two.
should get those jet jewels looked at first before doing anything with them.
Hammer would be the guy to talk to about the jet jewels.
Okay.
So whenever you guys come across any treasure or anything like that, take that to Hammer. If ever you come across anything magical, take that to Saw. If ever you
Right.
guys just want to just loot anything that's not bolted to the floor, you would give that to Fang Iron.
Yep.
Whatever his name was, I already forgot.
Ironhead.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, Hammer. We found these these appear to be some kind of
Gem
gemstone.
jewels.
Oh, they look like obsidian. Nice black gems. Oh, it's really pretty.
How much you think we could get for them?
How many are you willing to sell me? You got 4, by the way.
Well, we have 4.
Ah, looks down at them. Well, I can buy all 4 of those off of you for 100 copper.
Okay, I want to try and estimate the actual value of each of the jet.
Roll me a straight intelligence check.
Yeah, can I try that too?
Oh,
Yeah, go for it.
22.
Probably not gonna beat that. Nope, not
I
beating that at
fucking-
all.
I know my looks.
Ooh, pretty rock.
Yeah.
Pride, hold on. I'm gonna send you a private message, Pride, because that seems fair.
Okay, Pride's gonna haggle.
Oh my god. I think this
I
is
am the
actually my
bard
first nat
after all.
1.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah, actually, I think so. I don't think Ren's gotten one yet.
I've
I
gotten a
get-
few.
I got
know.
that double nat 1 and on that roll with advantage in the first episode.
That sucks. Yeah, you posted that on Twitter.
Yeah, I made the post.
Message has been sent. See, I think I'm gonna do that from now on. I'm just gonna like send you guys private messages because it's like, say for example, Pride, you rolled the highest, but just because I say it out loud, it's kind of like a way to break meta that you can choose to tell people what I've just told you, or you can keep it to yourself.
Yep.
Hey, Saw. How far away is Waterdeep anyway?
Waterdeep's about. Give me a minute. I have that. Also, map open. Super far, by the way. But about a couple days. I'm not sending you guys there yet. That book is not out yet. One hex is 10. It's okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300. Then the map cuts off, but we're looking at about 400 miles away by foot.
Jesus.
That's.
God
I mean, if
damn.
we get the wagon, it'll help a bit. It'll help a bit.
Sure will. And that's an estimation because Waterdeep. Oh no, shit! Waterdeep's right there. I'm gonna count that again. Sorry. I didn't. I was going off into a different corner than I should have. Okay, still 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, about 300 miles.
It's still pretty far.
Not bad.
By foot, that's a couple days. I'd say if you were running, 5 days. But if you like hurry quickly like that, that leads for disadvantage on perception and checks and whatever. So like you might be ambushed by monsters. A casual pace, I'd say at least a week. And then going super slow and casual, just stroll pace. 2 weeks.
Jesus.
Okay, well then,
Well, we
okay,
can
then,
hold on to these gems. We can get more from them in a.
Haggle! He's bullshitting you! Haggle!
seriously, why is it that you make the
No.
decision? You make these decisions when you could haggle.
I mean, we can. I mean, I doubt Saw and Hammer even have enough to even afford these priceless gems.
That's also very true, and I'm very glad you brought that up.
Thank God. You
Just
actually
hold
made
on
the
to
right
'em.
choice.
Mhm.
I was almost worried they were going to be offended when you say that.
Sure. You pretty much would have bankrupted them by cashing those in.
We're in the equivalent, the underwater equivalent of Pallet Town right now. So
No,
Yeah,
yeah, that's what. I mean, I guess that's fine, but I was like, Oh God, stop offending people.
Hmm.
Well, essentially, what I was doing was, as Hammer, I was trying to bullshit you guys. They are totally not worth 200 copper, but the actual value, which I'm not telling you, Pride knows, is bought copper. And for a podunk town like this,
Like they would have been nice to
They'd
have.
be-
They would have been nice to have there.
They'd be the richest motherfuckers in town.
yeah, these guys are not necessarily the richest people. They're not the poorest people either. But
They're like lower middle class.
That's probably the village idiot who lives in the target range.
the village idiot, there is a village idiot, by the way.
Yeah, you
He
said
Yeah.
lives
last.
out in the field.
Hmm. Okay, so is there anything else we need to do in here?
Oh, our reward.
Oh, right,
remember?
the 50 gold.
Yeah, collect your reward of 50 gold that Saw said he was going to give you for going to check out.
And
Just
deal.
just going, deal
Yeah.
with the problem at Lance Rock.
Okay.
Is that 50 gold each?
No, total.
No, total.
Mm.
Hang on, I'll divide it up now. 50 divided by 4.
Wait, 25 to each.
No.
No,
that'd be
it's
if it was
12.
2.
It's 12 gold
they-
and 50 silver each.
It'd be 12 for 2 of us, 13 for the rest of us, for the other 2.
Mm-hmm.
You say 50 gold though?
Yeah,
I did actually say 50.
50 gold.
50
Yeah.
gold.
0.
So 50 divided by 4, that'd be 12.5. It'd be
Yep.
12 for 2 of us, 13.
Oh wait, never mind. I'm thinking of 100. Never
Yeah.
mind.
No.
Yeah.
Shut up. I know maths.
So do we want
50
to...
gold is straight up what the book said to reward you guys if you
Yeah.
went to Lance
I
Rock.
mean,
Okay.
yeah, this is still just the beginning mission, so it's
Yeah.
not like we're gonna get. It's like the first couple quests. Like we're not gonna get too much yet.
Do we
Like,
want
if
to...
anything, we'll get more. We'll get more from winning the dungeons, if anything, than the prizes at this
All right,
moment.
so
And
how
selling
much
the
gold
stuff we
silver
find in
was
there.
it?
So 2 of us will get 13 gold, and 2 of us will get 12.
Yeah, I say
You
we
wanna
just
roll to see
roll...
who gets the 13?
I'll take
We'll
12.
roll...
Oh.
Okay, suggestion. All
Groc
of us
would have
roll...
the least amount of gold at the moment because of.
Sorry,
missing- yeah.
Okay,
You're saying?
okay. I say all of us roll a d20. Whoever has the 2 highest numbers, they get the 13, and whoever has the lowest 2, they get the 12.
Okay.
19.
Okay, I like it. 4.
Nat 20!
2!
Yeah. Of course it's Ren and me.
Ren, you are like some sort of like freaking weirdo with all those super high
Okay,
rolls.
I know,
Silver
it's
Hey,
weird.
I'm like me and Ren always get the high rolls, and I'm like, it's
Hey,
really
much
funny.
silver is it?
Fighting with the number.
So I get 13, and so me and Ren get 13. Groc
Yep.
and Pride get 12.
12.
What's the silver?
Oh, no, we're not doing silver.
No silver,
Okay,
just gold.
good.
It's just,
Yeah.
yeah. If it was silver, then it would have been 12, 12 and a half each for everyone.
So I have 46 gold and 43 silver.
I got 87 gold, 6 silver, and 25 copper.
Coppers and the silvers, even in my games, I never play with them, but just that's what the rewards say to give you every
Yep.
now and then. So
I have 19 gold and 54 silver.
Every time I get 100 silver, isn't 10 silver like 1 gold?
yes.
Yeah.
So when I get
think so.
100 silver, I'll just trade it in for 10 gold or something if I can do that.
You're lucky I'm not making you guys play with the role that gold actually has physical weight. And so if you had like 5,000 gold, you'd need a fucking donkey just to carry your personal
Well, we
amount
have
of gold.
Brekkie now, so we're good there.
And
Very
bubbles.
true.
Yeah, and bubbles.
Oh, my bubbles. I forgot to put them onto
Oh.
the map.
Oh god, I could see Bubbles just kind of holding like this,
No,
like when
you know
he's
you
going
don't
along
have
with this. I
the
could see
rule.
him.
The character sheets still calculate gold weight.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we haven't really been using that though.
Yeah, true.
I mean, for now, it's not a problem.
I kind of would love it if I could just see like Bubbles, just like when he's going with us, he just has like the stick and the bindle, whatever, like like the hoe at the home, the
Yep.
running away from
Oh,
Yeah.
guys would use, like the hobo bindle. That's it, hobo bindle.
Okay. So, nothing else? No one else has anything for Saw or Hammer?
No one to buy anything, any newer
Oh
weapons.
yeah, actually, I want to talk to the guys then. If we're gonna be going to what's that place called? Waterdeep, Watersteep. I keep forgetting the name.
Waterdeep.
Water's deep.
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 For now, that's
Okay.
out of the question. That's weeks away.
Weeks away, and I don't have the book
Yeah.
that I could give
Sure.
you guys quests and stuff.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna I mean, when we do want to go to Waterdeep, if we want to make the trip faster, we could something for us to move around in. We could if we can all pitch in, it'd save us each some money, and we'd be able to get extra stuff to prepare ourselves for when we actually have to leave.
Fuck getting a wagon. Let's get a gypsy caravan.
Because there are 2 wagon merchants in this town.
We'll see.
Can we get a caravan thing?
Like a nice gypsy type wagon.
Just a
Oh
wagon.
yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay.
Uh,
Sorry. Go
How
on.
much would one of those set us back?
What,
Wasn't
a
here
wagon?
that yeah,
I'm
Groc
not-
wasn't here when in wagon.
Actually, if we get a gypsy wagon, it would even be able to be like a fucking kitchen on wheels. We'd be able to have a moving restaurant.
For once, I have a good idea, Pride.
Dynn,
always
aren't
have
you
good
still
ideas.
missing your
Like
shopping
opening a
cart?
chest from a distance.
I was actually thinking if we could stop by there to get it back.
I'd say
If you guys were
if-
game to get that real quick.
I'd say if we were to go back and get it, you sell that cart, and we can put it towards the caravan,
Stone.
Mm-hmm.
or hold on to it, and then once we figure out a price for the gypsy wagon, then we'll get or caravan. Then we sell the wagon, your wagon, the cart.
If you want to get it,
I was willing. I actually am selling the cart. I was actually thinking of maybe just getting like a saddle or something. I could ride Brecky every now and then.
did want to get a good wagon, because you can get cheap wagons. Cheap wagon you would probably get at Whalver's Wagon Works. Ilmith Whalver operates a cheaper alternative to the town's other wagon shop, making and selling replacement wheels and axles for wagons.
It's a whale man, isn't it?
That's the book's name too, by the way. I'm not changing that. He's full on a whale man.
Okay, but what kind of whale?
We're
Like
talking
Alex-
Not
like
didn't disappear.
Like Alex Louise Armstrong buff type whale man, or just something else?
it's kind of like a blue whale man.
Okay.
like a man version of Pearl from SpongeBob.
More or less. I'm actually totally basing him off of from the old cartoon from the 90s, The Tick. There was
Oh,
a giant anthropomorphic whale that was just running across the town.
okay.
I'm partial to Mega Man X5's Abe's Maverick Duff McWhalen.
Well, let's go get the price estimate.
Somebody's roboting
for
on my
your
end.
Wagon.
Am I roboting?
Hold on, I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect because everybody's roboting.
Okay. I'm not roboting, am I?
Yeah, Ren's roboting real bad because it's Australian connection. But...
Ugh.
Everybody else was too for me. It's better now.
Yeah.
Should we just
How-
like try
how's that?
reversing the call or something?
I mean,
Did
it's
that
better for me now. I just disconnected and got back in.
Yeah.
I'm putting in the general chat a link and seeing if it works. And that's all right.
Okay.
Nice.
I love it.
I like that actually. I like that
Okay,
a
yeah,
lot.
fair enough.
All right, let's go get the price estimate on your wagon.
Hold on. I'll read
There's
you.
there's 2 places, right?
Yeah, I'm going to read you the other one. And then the second one, Thelorn's Safe Journey. 3 huge sheds stand here in a triangle, surrounded by sturdy wooden wagons at all stages of assembly. The first is a workshop full of busy woodwind is for parts such as wheels and axles, and the third, dozens finished wagons for sale. The foremost wagon maker in this region, Thelorn, is now run by 2 grandsons of the founder. Blah, 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 blah. I'll tell you more later. Basically, Thelorn's is the good wagon shop, and the other guy is like the used wagon shop.
Yeah, kind of like if you're going to like a used car distributor and like a normal car distributor.
Mm-hmm.
We should go to Felon's first just to see then if we don't.
Yeah, I was thinking of Thelorn sounds better because we can go for We can see what the highest we can go is, and then see what the lowest we can go is after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to buy our college textbooks straight from the bookstore or
Oh,
from a
right.
secondhand broker?
Well, I mean,
Hang on. Before we go to Fellorns, maybe we should take the priestess back to her shrine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she
fair
wandered
enough.
off. She wandered off
Oh.
ages ago.
She didn't say goodbye. How rude.
She did.
Did she?
Roll a perception check for me.
No, because she was in the shop with us.
She was just kind of doing her own thing in this, like with us.
She was, and then she got bored.
Oh.
Kind of. I didn't really want to role play as her, so she.
oh boy, perception check.
Nope.
16.
Yeah, she totally said, "Hey, thanks for saving me. Bye, peace out, bros. I love you." Mwah. And then just
Okay.
All right.
As far
We
as
can talk to
Groc
her later.
as far as Groc is concerned, she
She paced
teleported
out.
out. She teleported, like, Groc's like, whoa! Where'd the priestess go?
One would say she was probably a nunja.
Oh, well,
No. Okay, so
Okay.
Like a class you can do in Rogue.
Probably.
Because the fighter can.
anyway,
Never mind.
so
Alright, so you guys wanted to go off to which of these wagon shops?
Fellorns.
Fellorns first, and then.
After we do the wagon stuff, we should go to the mayor because I gotta talk to him.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So as I was saying, there are 3 huge sheds standing here in a triangle for Thelorns. But as you approach, you notice several watchful children armed with skillets and wooden spoons to make any noise, to make alarms if ever they catch any of the workers slacking off. And so as you're approaching, you hear clang, 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 clang. Not so much to announce your arrival, but just for the few workers that have just been slacking off.
Oh, okay.
But these people here are hard workers.
Hmm.
This is like a no-nonsense, pride-in-craft atmosphere. Many of the workers here are expert. I'm doing that thing where I can make the A symbol with my hand. I don't know why you can't see it. They work with astonishing speed. These guys are artisans. These guys are gonna make you the most cool, swaggiest of wagons. You name it, these guys can make it.
Interesting.
Okay, good.
Is it
That's
like
it.
Wait.
Groc looks around? Is like, is it normal to feel underdressed in a garage?
Yeah. In this case,
Brad just
it
looks
is-
over to him in his like fancy blue coat. No, not at all.
Why did Pride roll
Real-
athletics?
real quick.
Oh, that was just to check something.
Okay.
Real quick. They know who we are too, right? Like okay, so I'm going to so I'm just gonna tell the group then. Okay, guys. Since this is more me wanting this than anybody, you mind if I could try and talk to them first? I kind of want to see if I can work out a decent deal. I mean, if you guys want to pitch in, sure, but you mind if I lead on this one?
Hang on. I'll tag along with you just in case.
I mean, no problem. Yeah, the mayor's assistant would probably be good on this at least.
Your wagon, mate.
I am not gonna
Pride,
fucking
get
try.
away from them.
I am not gonna try and do what I was gonna fucking do. What's gonna
I'm
be
just-
them? It was gonna be you. Not anymore.
Wait, what?
What were you gonna do to me?
I was gonna try and be a suave motherfucker, but that's not happening.
You are not. You are a piece of shit.
You get the sleeve of your coat caught in a belt sander.
Actually, that's
Oh, that's so good. As much as I'm gonna laugh at that, I kind of want to go talk to the Thelorns now. So
yeah, same. I'll
you
tag
deal
along.
with that. Yeah.
Groc
I'm
is your
just
problem.
And then,
My rolls are not good.
yeah. So me and Ren are gonna go. Should we talk to someone first to find out where the Thelorns are in there, or should we just walk in and just call for
Let's
them?
be polite
You
and
recognize the both Thelorn brothers, Thorsk and Azdan. two dwarves, beards at least down to their mid chest.
So
4
they're
feet
about my
tall.
size.
They are definitely about your size, but they are about twice your width.
Yeah.
These dwarves
Hmm.
aren't fat. These dwarves are.
They're muscly.
They're built.
They're Bara.
Yeah, they're very bara. These guys, they know what they're doing. These two are the grandsons of the founder.
Oh.
Safe journey.
All right. So I'm gonna go up to them and say,
We'll
"Hey,
go up.
how you Thel brothers doing?"
Greetings, Dynn. How are you doing this fine morning? Says Thorisk. Yeah, it's very good this morning, isn't it? Says Azdan. They both sound exactly the same.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, everything's been good. Everything's been good. I have a business proposition for you.
Oh, it's not very often we get the chef coming to see us for wagons.
And Mass Assistant.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. It's like you're sneaking around. Oof. One would think you'd be
No.
very roguelike.
No.
You're
was-
the Bastion of the group.
Yeah.
You're basically Bastion from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. You're known for the first season, and then everybody forgets you like as part of the story.
Anyway.
Hold on. Sorry. 1 second. I need to
Oh,
do
sorry.
just one quick out of game second.
Okay.
30 seconds.
I guess Scarbles would be the Bastion of the Unexpectables, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Okay, what is this bastion you guys are speaking of?
Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. You ever watched it?
Yeah.
That's the
It's
one
like
with
when
Jaden
I was a
and Chaz.
kid, but I barely fucking remember that.
He's Bastion is the raw yellow guy that went up against
He's like the really
Chad.
smart one that has a deal.
He's British.
Basically,
Yeah.
he's British.
He's voiced by Eric Stewart.
Oh yeah.
Eric Stewart. Who's that again?
Thing is, actually, if you want to get a lowdown on any of the show, Little Karibo's doing a Karibo's doing a thing for it where he's reviewing Yu-Gi-Oh! GX for the English dub, and it's pretty great actually. It's hilarious.
But Eric Stewart also voiced Kaiba.
Oh, okay, him. I got his autograph.
Really, Kaiba?
Really?
Huh.
Yes. He was also Brock in Pokemon. He was
Yep.
Meta Knight and Kirby right back
I
out.
He was
hear
also
it.
James
Wait,
for a
I
while.
can hear it.
Yeah.
Wait, he was Brock?
Yeah.
Actually, I could hear the Brock more, but I actually didn't expect the Bastion thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bastion basically is a raw
Completely.
yellow. He was one of Jaden's main rivals throughout the series.
Yeah.
But like after the first or second season, he kind of became this character where like he's like not as major. He's like a major minor at the same
Hmm.
time.
Joke
But
character in a lot of cases.
He's basically a joke character where his gimmick is that whenever he's almost friends, but and most times like, "Hey Bastion, when did you get here?" And he's like, "I've been here the whole time."
He wins like one duel in the entire series.
Speaking of being
Like,
here the whole
yeah.
time.
Yes.
Yes, hello, Ghost.
Waiting.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I thought you were still busy.
You was-
Yeah.
No, it was only like 5 seconds.
Oh well,
Uh,
speak
All
up.
right, so continue our conversation then.
So Thorsk and Azdan, they see you, Dynn and Norfinas. So what brings you into our fine establishment this morning? It's not very often that we see you requesting wagons from us. Little Dinny there, he's usually busy held up in his kitchen.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, I've been actually thinking. I want to set my cooking abroad a bit. I know I've been here for a long while, as I've been kind of wandering throughout towns and everything. I want to actually start doing a business. Like possibly a cart or wagon, possibly that would actually help me with like a portable kitchen.
Portable. Okay. Well, it's not very often we get requests like that. Usually we just get people wanting wagons to transport their goods or just, move the hay around.
Technically,
Well, I've
Tech-
made some companions recently who I feel could help me set out to do the thing, and I feel like we definitely need some better help when we're trying to move around.
I see. I think we could probably arrange for something to be done here. Yeah, brother, I think we could totally have something done here. Okay, hold on. And you see the two twins, or the two brothers, they're twins.
Yeah.
The two brothers go off, and they kind of have like a little two-person powwow, and just they're huddling and they're whispering to each other. What if we did this? What if we did that?
can
Yes.
Can I try and hear if what they're saying?
Oh yeah, me too. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and perceive that. So
Yeah.
that is
Both of
perception,
you,
right?
both of you roll stealth checks, and I'm going to roll and see just with a straight d20 if I can beat. Oh fucking hell.
21.
Damn it!
Ah.
Okay,
Well, I mean, I still hear it.
I am not even going to bother rolling for that. Okay, what it is they see you, Norfinas, getting a little closer, and they kind of more focused on the larger of the individuals, and kind of look at you, shuffle a bit off to the side. But
Sorry.
I
they
have big ears, so I have big kobold ears, so I can hear them fine.
Yeah.
and they're completely oblivious to Dynn being aware being there because he's smaller.
Yeah.
You're bigger.
Hmm.
So I think what we could get away with is okay, they're probably gonna want to have a little covered roof on top. Oh yeah, no, but maybe access to clean water. Oh, I think we might have to get a couple of runes for that one. Oh, I don't know. He's probably gonna want.
Oh, I was gonna. Oh no, sorry. I thought you finished. I just looked at
No.
Dynn.
I actually, can I can I butt in and just say something real quick?
No. I'm.
Oh, sorry.
What
What did you want to do?
I was gonna say nah. Just wait, and then I'll just say just wait until they finish.
Yeah.
Because they don't necessarily make food carts; they make wagons.
Yeah.
I was probably gonna just say maybe I could talk with them about design wise or something like that, like what I'd be looking for, I guess.
I say just wait until they finished whispering.
No, yeah, I'll
then,
wait until they finish then.
Then we'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, go on, Ghost.
So at this point, they're like, okay, well, what if we got in some runes? Well, he needs some countertop space because you never know. He might be making some big meals. I don't know. I saw that one shark he brought in the other day. I mean, that thing would take up a lot of. Cut it up and cook it. No.
Okay, hold
thing
on.
Oh my god.
I'm going to be a little angry at that one, okay? Dynn's gonna be a little angry at someone mentioning cooking brekkie, okay?
Okay.
Do I see that Dynn's getting annoyed?
Roll me an insight.
Okay.
Do I have to roll anything? Because
No, I'm the one looking at you, so.
I'm just gonna Oh, god damn it!
Okay, thank God.
You don't roll shit now.
Okay, so you're just gonna cover my mouth before I say anything, basically,
I'm gonna
right?
try and. Yeah, I'm gonna just look at you and say, "Oh shit, what's going on?" I quickly asked Dynn, "What's up?"
Well, the thing is, if you wanted to hide it, you could try and roll against it, but
Not
you'd
with a
have
nat
to beat
20.
a
Nat 20.
You'd have to get a nat 20. That's
Well,
even
no. I
better
mean,
than
I
his.
figured if he sees it, he's probably just gonna cover my mouth before I say anything to
No, because
would be kind of an angry thing.
Well, the
No.
two dwarves are pretty lost in their own conversation, planning on what they could try and do.
what I'm gonna do
Yeah,
is I'm just gonna sort of grab Dynn and just pull him into a huddle and just ask him what's up.
Nobody talks about cooking brekkie. He is not on the menu.
Look, they don't know what the deal is, so
You robot it again.
god damn it.
Probably
Now you know
just
how I
sneaks up
feel when I
behind
started
him,
out without a microphone.
lowers his head a bit. Yeah.
Anyway.
You can go with some mustard.
How's that go?
That's
Should be
better.
good for
Okay.
now.
Look, they don't know the full deal about you and Brekkie, about him being a pet and all that, so just forgive them for that at the very least.
Yeah, it's fine. Fine. It's fine.
In a
I'll just-
sense,
I'll
it's
just
only
say-
been 2 days. since
Exactly.
you've had them.
It's only been a couple
But
of
I
days,
already love him.
as we all.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
I just pull him away from the huddle. So, did you hear
Yeah.
anything else?
They're thinking about what they'd want to they'd need for the wagon. Sounds like it might get a little pricey, but
We can.
maybe I could talk to them about design. Maybe I could talk to them design wise and maybe try and work a deal at least.
Yeah.
It's out of character. How familiar are you with real life food carts?
We're talking just a food truck.
Carolina does a lot of food cart festivals actually.
You and I are probably gonna be both on the same page. It's like a big milk truck, mail van.
I was thinking, like, if
understands.
it's gonna be something kind of like a thing that we're all gonna be staying, like we're gonna all be like using to move around too. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something like
Mm.
Let me
I'm kind of
let me
liking the
bring
idea
up
of
a
that.
picture of a gypsy wagon.
I was kind of like thinking, yeah, like that gypsy wagon thing you mentioned. Like that sounds pretty decent actually.
Well, what kind of stove are you basically thinking? Are you thinking of like a little Coleman's camping grill, or are you talking like a proper skillet grill, like food
Proper
cart?
skillet grill, probably.
You want to have room for the 4 of you to sleep inside?
Well, I mean, we don't have to sleep. We could just use it to move around. If
Launching
anything,
it
just sit
in
and we can
Discord.
camp out.
It's pretty much going to be a one or the other situation because.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm fine with not sleeping in there. We could just camp. I mean, like out of
I
character,
mean,
do you guys
I
care about
assumed it was
camping?
gonna be camping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gypsy
My-
wagon.
It's either that
My
or
guy's
we
a
get a.
samurai. He doesn't care or where he sleeps so long as he
It's
Yeah,
sleeps.
either
that works for me.
it's either we sleep outside or we get a second caravan to sleep in and store our stuff.
Because that's usually what people get wagons for. When they play D&D, it's not like they're transporting their own goods. They get a wagon and they treat it like an RV.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah, but
I mean,
then
if we can do that whole turtle, if we can do that whole thing with the restaurant on the thing's back, eventually that'd be pretty sweet.
yeah, we can make our own party.
What about a double-decker wagon?
That would work.
Would that actually work?
Yeah. Although we need
Dude.
more stuff to pull it, because I'm pretty sure Brecky has a limit on how much he can pull, right?
I doubt
Absolutely.
Brecky would have even pulled the cart in the first place.
Well,
He's a small
we got the
reef
monkey.
shark.
We
Yeah.
got the gorilla.
Yeah, we got the gorilla too, so that
Yeah, but the
helps.
gorilla's not as fast
Yeah,
as a
he's
shark.
about the same size as Pride, so
Isn't he an ape though?
Yeah,
He's
he's
like
an
3
ape,
times
but
stronger than
You
you.
guys would probably want to go and try and invest in some horses, or in this case,
Seahorses.
seahorses. And they would
Kelpies.
straight up
I'd
be
not have a
seahorse.
camp
Yeah. They would be Kelpie and Hippocampi. You guys read my mind.
Yeah.
okay.
I could just get a picture of that from the One Piece.
Wait, we could get
Phone game,
seahorses, like actual sea horses, not.
Sea horses.
It depends on how much of a visual pun we want to go for. It can be like the actual like seahorses, like Seadra from Pokemon, or we can talk about Kelpie or Hippocampi.
Okay, I looked up Kelpie in Google Images, and I'm just met with the Australian dog.
Okay, Kelpie
Yeah,
is
they're-
basically a straight up horse, regular horse that
You
drowns
probably-
people.
I know
You could
You wanna
probably look up-
Oh God.
Yeah. Yep.
Actually,
that.
a ghost. Did you ever watch? So you've seen some One Piece, right? You like, because you mentioned it whenever we talked about the whole thing. Did you ever watch the stuff about Ennie's Lobby?
Yeah.
Like maybe like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, you would want Hippocampi, where it's basically the front half of a horse with front legs, and then the back end is just fish fin.
Anyway,
you gotta love the
Oh.
fucked up weird shit of.
we're kind of getting off track a little.
Anyway,
Sodom and Gomorrah were just giant snakes, weren't they?
No, they're
no,
giant seahorses.
seahorses. Actually, I think they were just giant Yagatos, and what would
Yeah,
be
they
their
were
term.
basically. Yeah, they were basically. They're giant seahorses. I'll send a picture if you guys need to see it. But yeah.
Not a perfect example, but in the Discord chat, there's what Kelpies look like based off of Persona 5's interpretation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kelpie. It's kind of like a Celtic, shape-shifting
Yeah.
demon horse that runs on water.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean, like right now we're. Yeah. Here, I'll just put it in the chat. Just 'cause
Anyway,
it's a
yeah,
little
we should
easier
probably
then.
get back on.
Yeah, we're getting
Anyways,
off track.
If we do the double decker or thing,
Here, I put it in the chat just so you guys know what they look
Yeah.
like. If anything.
yeah, if we do the double decker design, I recommend the kitchen being on the top floor, as to not smoke out the living quarters.
No, yeah, that makes sense. And I'll put the food the food window out floor then, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There,
Okay.
I put a link of a hippocampus.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, yeah. Let's get back to the game. I guess we're still talking to everybody.
That'll be long term, pretty much, because
Yeah, they're big and they can. Yeah.
we're gonna need
But,
to accumulate more funds for the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. For now, we're just gonna talk about like actually getting like a wagon that we can use to move around for a bit.
If you
Mhm.
guys just want a straight up, absolute normal wagon, that's gonna run you 35 gold. If you want to have a fancy double decker gypsy cooking wagon, that's gonna cost you significantly more than 35 gold.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you can give like when we're talking to them, if we can get like a first and number, and then we can see maybe like talk to like negotiate or something. Then yeah, because like I have some ideas on negotiation at least. Like I have a couple things I could at least say maybe that could help.
Yeah.
Ah, you're gonna try and haggle with a dwarf, are you? Okay. A roll off.
Yep, I want to do this.
Pride
I want to do
tabs.
this.
What
Pride
is?
tabs on.
Pride's not with us. It's just me and Ren.
Yeah.
Pride snuck up on you guys.
Norfinas.
Or you realized. I made a about Brecky being good with mustard.
I'll slap you if you say something like that again.
Anyway.
Trust me, I've got a silver tongue.
Yeah, and I mean beef's tongue's not the only thing I can cook, bitch.
Anyway.
Pride just slowly backs off after that one.
Yeah.
So. What do we need to roll?
Well, I'll like we should like can we at least like know what price like a good gypsy wagon would be?
An arm and a leg.
Well, as I said, a standard wagon is looking at about 35 gold. For that, all these things that you've been trying to describe, going off this gypsy wagon you posted in the chat before, now making that thing double decker.
That's a good few thousand.
Yeah, that's gonna cost you at least. Well, I was gonna charge you about 100 just for a fancy wagon, and now you're adding double decker, and it's gonna be kitchen, and you're gonna have to get components and all that stuff. We are looking at.
Well, I mean, we don't have to do the bed thing like we mentioned. Like we're fine with camping for now. Like if anything, if we want to upgrade it at all, like we can do that when we get more money. That's yeah. Like if we can just get the kitchen and everything set up, then like, at least a kitchen and like just some chairs or something like just like a chair thing to sit in.
Just one second.
Considering Pride's carpenter, you could probably even make a few modifications to the wagon.
Yeah, I mean, heck, we can come back and talk to Saw and Hammer and maybe see if Pride can work on some stuff too.
So, okay, let's just get a price and let's see if we can try and haggle, or even better yet, let's see if we can just get him components so it'll save them time and maybe reduce the cost.
Okay,
Yeah.
so as I said, I'm starting you off that a regular wagon is 35 gold.
Right.
To upgrade to a carriage is going to be 100 gold. We want, we are looking at less than 1,000 because I'm not going to charge you the price for a boat. Boats are crazy expensive.
Yeah, and that requires a crew.
Yes.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, I've seen people online talk about that because I actually looked it up. I was kind of curious.
Come on.
So, carriage, it can hold up to 600 pounds, and it's 100 gold. A wagon is 35. Horses, I'm going to say that you would want a draft horse, and that's going to cost you 50 gold per horse.
Let's go. That double decker thing would be fine, but we don't really need anything like beds or anything. Just like, if anything, just make it like the 2 floors and the kitchen on the top with like just some windows.
Well, we can always do some attachments for you. We're dwarves. We know how to craft a few things. I mean, we're no gnomes. Gnomes, oh, they're the ones you want to talk to about crafting things. But we can build you such a thing. We'll start you off at the base price of 35 gold, attachments and doodads and extra dingies that you want to do. I think we can start it off at about 100 gold just for the kitchen alone.
All right. Then how about this? Can we negotiate for each thing separately? See maybe if we can talk some things out. I actually was thinking that while I want to go in business, like I want to go into a mobile business, I could actually advertise you guys' store a little bit. Maybe help out business like across the town too. I was thinking of just seeing maybe I could get some sponsors possibly.
Maybe we're already quite well known around the land. People come to us from miles and miles away.
Even
Specifically for
so,
the fact,
more. business is always a good thing, though.
Well, the main thing is on the map, there is not really anything else around. I mean, Waterdeep was about 300 miles away. And this, the town I have you in is at a crossroads. It's the main stopover in a sense. But I think we can work on a few things. Let's see. What did I say? We said at 100 gold, and that then maybe if we tossed in maybe about another 50 gold for the entire kitchen supplies.
Wait, so adding 50 to the 100?
That's right.
I'm gonna try
It's one thing. It's one thing to build a kitchen. It's another thing to buy you stove and refrigerator.
I can add tools. I have tools, don't I?
It's not your kitchen. It's the kitchen at the inn that someone else owns.
You're just borrowing their
That's
stuff.
true. I've only got like the only things that I actually have that are mine would be my knives, my pan,
And the ladle.
my ladle, and I technically have an iron pot, don't I? Like that's one of the things that comes with my whole equipment thing, right?
I am basically charging you for the price of an alchemy kit because what is cooking if it's not alchemy?
Yeah.
Pride's gonna tap Dynn on the shoulder.
What do you want, Pride?
Those 4 jets altogether are worth 200 gold.
No, you do know they're worth a lot more, right?
No, I said 200 gold. All
Each?
worth together.
Oh,
Wait,
Each one's
really?
worth 50 gold, yeah.
All right. You mind if I use that to trade?
Go ahead.
let's see if they actually do it though.
Oh, hold up. Before I want to do it separately, separate amount of gems though. Go with like maybe one. See if maybe they might like think it might be a little higher value than we know it is.
Hold on.
Let
Hand
me.
one.
Well,
Oh,
actually,
yeah, can you hand me? Can you hand me one? Can I be? I want to like since I'm the one negotiating right now. I kind of want to see if maybe
Wait, who
Let's
has
see.
the jets?
I think we all have one.
we all have one.
yeah,
That
let's
makes
just go
sense
with
to
that.
me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Then
hold
I'm
on.
just going to.
Hold on. Allow me.
All right.
All right.
Fine.
So, you two,
Yes.
you know how to appraise jewels, right? Gems.
We're dwarves. What do you take us for? Goblins? Of course we know how to appraise gems.
Well, you see, we found this jet.
Jet black gem.
It's a black jet. I managed to at least occur. It's worth around 100 gold, maybe. What about
Ooh.
what do you guys think? I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to make it even more fucking shiny.
You're going to have to roll me a deception check.
Yeah, I was
Or
thinking that.
persuasion. No,
I'd
more
say
deception.
deception.
I'll say
'cause you're
deception.
lying.
17.
Not bad. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
And now let's see if they're. 'Cause I'm sure they're gonna have to roll.
I thought that was a 1 for a second because a 7 looks an awful lot like a 1.
Still 7 though.
That's actually a tie with the modifiers.
Oh wow.
Oh, wait. If we wait, so does that mean that deception wins or what's up?
Let's roll it again since it's a tie. Normally it'd be like dealer goes to this and for that. So it's Oops,
That's-
I dropped that.
Oh,
Oh,
come on, Pride.
Come on.
Please.
14.
Can I get advantage because I cast thaumaturgy to make it more shiny?
This time I rolled a 2, so you won.
Oh, well, either way we win.
Well, we won.
Oh, brother, look at these gems. Oh, I see them. Oh, where did you find these things?
We found them out in the forest.
In the
Well-
forest, you say?
Yeah, it seems like,
Well,
the
near a
sea
cave.
monkeys dug them up.
Hmm.
Near the mouth of the cave, not too far from town.
Hmm.
You think there's any way that you could find some more for us? We pay you handsomely for finding us more gems.
How much more?
How much?
Oh,
Wait.
let's see. And he's going to take a look at the gems. He's going to do a perception on it. And
Wait, out of
Ooh.
game. Weren't those the ones we got from the necromancer?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
I doubled their value.
But by saying by saying that we got him from a necromancer could potentially raise red flags.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that
just
does.
said we just found him near
I
a
was
cave.
figured that was what was going on, but like, cause it sounded like since we're changing the story, I was just making sure if like I
Yeah.
didn't have
To be
that wrong.
fair, dwarves wouldn't really care as long as it wasn't created through bloody means, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
so yeah, definitely don't say anything about the necromancer then. Gotcha.
Just in case.
Tell you what. We'll take that gem off your hands, and if you can go find us any more gems, I think we could say that that's compensation for the wagon and anything else you might want to attach to it.
Okay,
Groc-
Smiles.
Then,
Groc will speak
then
up.
huddle up,
Good.
huddle up.
Yeah, okay.
Group Royal Huddle.
say
Ride
huddle up
moonwalks back.
Groc looks up from. There, there, it had like a wagon wheel on a spool, and Groc was just like spinning it.
Okay, well first, so we're just gonna like group up real quick. Out, like we'll leave for a second just to like talk. You mind if we can actually think about that real quick? Cause we had some trouble going back there. We just want to think about actually going back first. Okay, Ben? Okay.
So, did we show them all 4 gems?
No,
Just the one.
Just
We
the
showed
one.
him one.
Okay, so we.
So
So-
how about if I'm just saying we're gonna huddle up in our own little thing just to like be a little bit like so we can actually talk about that. So they want more gem. We could mention that we found that all we could find was these extra ones, and I'm sure that would be great, but maybe 1 or 2. Maybe if we say we had the other one, maybe it could still take care of the purchases, like if we don't have to like lose all of them.
Well, to be honest, we're getting more value out of them with my little trick than we'd get out of anyone else.
Yeah, you're right. And I mean, if anything, if we give them all of them, if we need any extra attachments or something, I'm sure they'd be fine with just. I'm sure they'd probably be fine with just using the. Actually, yeah. Would they be fine if like could we get any other attachments later if we just give them these gems now?
Basically, if you were to give them all 4 of the gems, that would pay for your double-decker cart up in full.
Like, would there be any little extra, like, say, if we need to get any like small things later on,
Yeah.
could we like come back and they'd be
I
fine
kind
with
of
it?
wanted to
Like,
attach
would it count as like a down payment on?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to have it attached hidden compartments for like weapons and whatnot.
That'd be something we could talk to Saw and Hammer about, right?
No, in this case, it would totally be for Thalorn's safe journey. You talk to
Yeah, because
these are the guys
Okay.
you go to. The other wagon place is more of like the cheap place. If you wanted to get like quick, super duper cheap parts.
Well,
Because-
actually, if I remember correctly, when you were saying something about the deal, you said anything that we wanted on there.
And then the 2 brothers kind of look at each other and start thinking, let me see that gem again once more time.
oh shit.
It's gonna
Wait, I want to insight that. Like, I want to say what happened.
Yeah, same.
$11.
I will incite as well.
15.
Incite 11.
Natural
Nat
20.
20.
Thank you, Groc.
Yes, Groc. The one who doesn't know anything about what's going on. Yes.
At this point, Groc's involved because
He's
as
just
we-
in the
as-
huddle.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of awesome how that works. He's like a
These-
smarter Groc. He's like a smarter Borky. I love it.
They just wanted to see about exactly how much they also thought that 1 gem. You've only told them about the 1 gem.
Mhm.
They're not going to promise everything for just 100 gold. The 100 gold buys just the chariot or the cart in a sense.
Right.
Carriage. If,
Second. Guys, hand me the rest
Yeah,
of them.
Yeah.
let's just give him all of them. Yeah, let's just give him all.
Wait, recommendation. If we can, I say we keep 1 gem just in case, because we still need to buy something to pull this though.
Wait, could we get that from here too?
I actually don't know. Yeah, sure. We'll say no. For this, I'm gonna say you're gonna have to go to the other guy for that because my list does not actually specify who.
Oh
gets-
yeah, there is
It's-
a horse guy, isn't there? There's a horse guy, isn't there here?
Mhm.
It's
Would you
either
guys-
it's either we
Would you
keep
guys
1.
mind paying for us for some gold for more like just in straight up gold. Should be fine doing that.
Like, could we? Yeah, if there's any extra change, could we just get that back in gold?
Well, sure, there might be a bit of change left. Might try just to want to add a couple more, make the rooms up above look rather nice.
Yes, but we will also need horses.
Well, I mean, if I of game, I guess, like, yet are we actually like far soon?
This is probably gonna take at least a few days to make. So.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
true.
Especially for the fact that I gotta take into consideration beds made, so sheets, and you're probably gonna want like, curtains or whatever. There are clothing shops also in town, and again, that's you got your choice of good choice of clothing or cheap choice of clothing.
Yeah.
And the book also specifies here costs for clothing and whatnot.
Yeah.
We're not talking like Adric, whose family can assemble a mage tower in the matter of hours.
I mean,
These are
Adric's like the fucking Amish. They've done it so much, they are just the masters of
Yeah.
construct.
Anyway.
well, again, you guys want a special order. These guys make wagons. They don't make home.
Okay.
Then let's just go for the let's just go for the 3, and then just like if like, we can use the last one to help take care of our last things. That other than the horses, like we can actually raise some money for the horses if we
How
need to.
about
All right,
Well,
we should
hold
try
on
and
to one
finalize
for the
what
time
we
being
want
if we
though.
need it.
and me 2 more.
We should finalize
oh.
what we want though. Like what
I'll
we
hold
want.
on to my gem for the time being. If you need it,
Got it.
Okay.
Just let me know.
So you're gonna try and produce.
I'm
3
casting thaumaturgy on all 3 of them,
Oh,
Mhm.
and I'm walking back towards them.
you gotta roll me another deception check now that you've got 2 more.
Shit.
Yeah. The thing is, we found actually a couple of them in the forest out by the mountain.
Why didn't you say something in the first place? God, bring them forward. Bring them forward.
well-
Let's take a look at them.
Well, we
Well,
were
the reason-
working on
Well, the
trying to
reason
get
was
'em,
they
see how much you would pay for each one of them.
no.
That's a 2.
Oh, thank God.
Wait, Pride, did you? Oh yeah, you did roll. Okay.
You rolled
14.
deception.
Like, no
That's-
offense, that was not the nice way to say that.
What?
You're gonna like, don't just say that you're trying to see how much they were, because that.
No,
can
I was
definitely
gonna
raise
say-
suspicions.
No,
Like in
he
the real
was
Nope.
he was asking them how much they would estimate their value at.
Mhm.
They're dwarves.
Yeah, but I was gonna
Asking
say
a
the
dwarf
reason.
the value of a gem.
Yeah, but what I
Just
was
in
gonna
ca-
say was that the reason we didn't bring it up earlier was because of the fact that the gems didn't belong to you; they belonged to each one of us had one, and we were sort of
Yeah.
at the very least then
That
because you were
too.
showing off
Kinda
your
split
one.
them up amongst our group.
Anyway,
All right.
So how much would 3 gems
give us.
cover for us?
I think that those 3 gems there, oh, that would fetch you 300 worth of credit for the special cart that I have in mind for you guys. Gotta talk to a few of the other townsfolk, about getting your bed sheets and curtains if you plan on living inside of it as well.
Do you guys mind if whenever you guys are building it, you mind if I could possibly come by and talk to and like maybe talk a little bit, see if like we can kind of like talk about what you guys are adding, so I know ahead of time.
Actually, we should actually finalize on that personally, and see whether or not it's doable. Because I'm pretty sure that Pride, Groc, and I have.
What was that?
Someone was roboting.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Okay, how now? How do I sound?
Still kind of robot-y.
1 sec. Okay,
It's better now. Is everything all right with your audio or something?
it must be my damn internet.
Yeah.
Ah.
I've had
Australia has notoriously weak internet.
it's also well. The thing is, what I found out is on Discord you can change the region service for like where you do voice talk in the channels.
Sure can.
Mm.
But I have it set for Central Coast, and there's only so much I can do to accommodate for Australia
yeah.
or everyone else.
Yeah.
I can tell you what. Hold on 1 second. See what
Okay.
I can
Is there anything
try.
if anything we could look up, like see if there's a way to like make international areas like and you in the
No.
U.S. area like mixed together.
No,
I'm gonna
we-
lower the bit rate here and see what happens.
Okay.
Oh, you were saying something though?
Yeah, like, because I got like a girlfriend overseas, when we try to video chat, it's hell to try and do because before they used to have region settings for DMs when you're talking privately, but they actually removed that now. So
So is it worse now or is it better?
it's
to about 35 kilobits. Before it was at 64, which is considered to be average. So now it's only down. It's even about half of that.
Hmm.
Actually, now it's exactly half of that.
Okay.
32.
well, how do I sound?
Good.
Better.
Okay, fine. Yep. So, what I would recommend is... Yeah, so basically what I would recommend is we should finalize what we want in the wagon, then take it to the brothers.
So we
Well,
want-
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, if we wanted to, like if we want to just like talk to if we want to like negotiate about like, or not negotiate, but if we want to like actually discuss what we're gonna need in there, like first, like, I mean, I know they have some ideas too, but like I would also like to hear their ideas too. Like that's what I was talking about.
Hmm.
So, personally, I would like some hidden compartments, especially where we can hide some of more rare valuables and our weapons. Like spare cache of weapons, just in case.
Well, if you guys want out of game, if you guys want to, 1 second. Requests. There, I made a new tab called requests, and so you guys can put all the things you want in Discord.
And it's all covered, like because of the gems, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome.
And-
I managed to deceive dwarves
Like
with
mostly it's
gems.
gonna be basic needs. Like for instance, like since this was mostly my idea, the kitchen and of course the kitchen and some windows. Like I'll need like, a specific window for like selling and stuff. Sure, but
Hmm.
Well, that's gonna be the carriage. The carriage itself is gonna basically be the food cart. I'm just talking about getting all the additional things. Like I said, I'm charging you for an alchemy's kit
Yeah.
for all the cooking components because what is cooking if it's not alchemy? And
yeah.
that is a set thing in even the player's handbook. And so, and then to get for the upper RV part where you guys would live in the carriage.
Well, didn't you say the kitchen would be on the upper part because we need to air it out?
Yeah, having a kitchen underneath living quarters seems
Risky.
problematic.
Well, if in any house, the kitchen's usually on the ground floor and everyone lives
And
above.
to be honest, if we want to have like a restaurant, like food cart, it would have to be on the bottom.
Yeah, if anything, I'd be fine with doing that. We just have like a chimney thing kind of if we needed.
Yeah,
Like kind of like a
Yes,
Yeah,
you
that-
want.
there
what
would
I
just
was
be
expecting.
yeah, need some way to keep the living
ventilation
quarters
system.
from catching fire.
You know, originally the book specified that the restaurant that Dynn works in was prone to catching fire and that the kitchen was actually outside. But I was not going to do that because that's a little dumb because you live underwater. The kitchen's not going to catch on fire
Yeah, like
underwater.
the only things that I actually can use that like protect it from the water is the bubble device. Which I mean, yeah, I'm probably gonna be using that as part of. Actually, wait, does the bubble device create smoke?
No, it's more like an oven.
Hey,
Like a-
SpongeBob, how do we start a fire underwater?
Oh. Basically, the bubble is kind of like a microwave. It will eventually, burn.
Yeah,
So
okay, I get
basically,
you.
we don't use it in a thunderstorm. Got it.
Gotcha,
Okay.
gotcha.
Sea is prone to storms.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Mhm.
All right, then yeah, we'll just have that, and then we'll just we can just do that separately.
Well, I suggest we talk it over at a later date. Is it?
Yeah.
We don't. We've got on an estimate. We don't need to make our decisions immediately.
Ah, well, thank you very much for your time, my boys. Now, if you'll excuse us, we've got to get back to work. As you can see, always helps to have at least 12 wagons on hand, and now we're down to 11. Oh no, we got to go.
No problem.
Well,
Don't want to keep you any further than we have to. So.
thanks for hearing this out, guys.
All right, seems as though you guys have.
But yeah, once we're like a decent bit away from the place, we're gonna have to get those finalizations done before they sell those jet. Wanna know why?
Because it's worth a lot less than you said it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
It's
that's gonna
worth
bite us in
half
the ass.
as much as they think.
Yep.
And if they if they take it to anyone who actually examines it, they're gonna realize that I duped them.
And by
Alright,
and
then,
by
I'll make sure to go to them. I was gonna go back eventually to help finalize the sale. Me and Ren can go and take care of that.
Yeah, the good thing is they won't be able to sell
Me
it
and
for
Norfinas. Me and
little
Norf.
while.
Me and Norf. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Me and Norf can take care of that later.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
do we just want to go and take care of? What do we want to go take care of now?
we need to go and see the mayor.
Yeah.
So-
All right, you guys know where the mayor's house is.
Yep.
And what do you need to talk to the mayor about?
We need to tell him about what we found in the cave.
Do you, actually, do you mind if, like, while you do that, I can go get like a thing for that thing I wanted to get for Brecky?
What do you mean?
I wanted to get like a little thing. I wanted to actually like get like a
He was talking
put on,
about
like,
the little
like
hat.
a tag or something.
Oh,
The hat and
right.
the tag. A tag. I want to get like a hat and like a tag for him.
Yeah. We talked about that before. Did you already take out the gold for that?
I never did. How much did you want to use? How much did you want to do for that?
I believe it was just silver at this point.
It was.
Yeah, because the hat and tag aren't expensive. It's not a costume or anything.
For a hat, I think I said a cost of cloak, and that was clothes, common, costume, 5 gold pieces.
I thought you said that if it was just a hat, it wouldn't be a costume thing.
All right, I can lower it down to 2 gold.
And what about the tag?
We're talking about it's like a little simple little metal
Dog
Plinky
I
tag.
was
Tag.
gonna get like a metal tag or something. I guess
tag and
like
collar.
for 2 gold.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would charge you literally a copper, a single copper for the tag.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll just do the 2 gold then.
All right.
All right.
I mean, back at the mayor or
Yeah.
Meh.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be with them in the mirror. I wasn't sure if we had done that yet or not because I kind of just remember that now.
I thought you did that like a few episodes ago.
Oh yeah, like it was like you remember we talked about it, but I never really knew if there was never really a chance since we were always just kind of going out immediately after everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Let's go to the mayor.
Yep. We need to go and see
Alright.
him.
Oh, welcome back. Oh, that was quite the ordeal with all the skeletons and I don't know what those other things were that they were attacking the village.
Zombies.
Zombies? Those aren't real.
You saw them that morning.
Fine, they were skeletons.
With flesh.
Where did they come from? Why did they attack us?
Well, there was a necromancer in
A what?
Lance Rock. Oh,
It's
necromancer. It's a type of
An undead wizard,
of
sir.
magic user that raises the dead.
Yes.
Oh. I'm not much for rumors or anything, but I've heard a few things going around. It would explain a few things. I mean, a couple of the caravans.
That's
We get a lot of business coming
Oh,
through.
right. Yeah, about that. Some of the caravans were even
attacked, and
turned into his thralls.
yes, we found
It's
corpses.
dangerous times around here.
Mhm.
You know, not everyone's been coming back lately. You know, people go down to Waterdeep, but they don't come back up.
we found during during our visit in the cave that we found some entertainers in there still in costume. We found, I say, well over 30 undead in there. Most of them
Those
I recognize.
entertainers, I hired them for my wife. They were for her birthday. Well, that sucks.
Well, her birthday, their death day.
Anyway,
Didn't
we
know.
did. Most of the
Didn't too soon.
I mean,
Anyway.
I'm not wrong.
Anyway,
Oh, right, I forgot. Pride pulls out the fucking bear costume.
Oh God, no!
I
What is
forgot I had
that?
this.
It was the costume from one of the performers.
Oh,
I should really get this clean.
yeah, that really was the entertainers I was gonna have show up for my wife's birthday. She really liked those three, you know.
I would recommend, sir, that you contact the other towns and possibly inform them of bumping up security for the caravans. Even though we took care of the necromancer.
It roboted again.
God damn it! Okay. God damn it, I'm stuck.
Should be fine.
Yep. Okay.
In that regard, but
We
it's
should.
hard to say whether or not he seemed to be.
He
Under
lost his
the,
mind,
like,
so
Yeah.
I would.
Well,
rec-
some sort of deity he followed, but it's hard to say whether or not there would be other followers for it.
or
From what it
was-
looked like, he was just following this drift. He was following this drift orb that we found in the middle of. That we found him like bowing to.
You don't say. Well, so I'm not one for, following rumors and everything like that. But if you were to go around, there's a couple of people that might have a bit of information that they may have heard about this necromancer.
Yeah, the Lord of Pride Rock.
Lord of
Norfinas,
Landsrock.
Norfinas here is really good at keeping his ear to the ground. He may have heard a few rumors or two.
Again, and Grok's head does like the stone scraping against stone turn.
it's
Pride just glancing over.
out of character. Is this the thing you sent to me, Ghost?
Sure did.
Okay.
Sure is.
Wait, did you know something ahead of this?
No,
does.
not. Well, not relating to the necromancer.
No, not related to the necromancer.
Something different.
He does have inside knowledge, and
Okay, more than one person's roboting.
That's probably you, because I'm not hearing any other.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna disconnect this time.
Okay.
I'll disconnect as well, just to be safe.
Yep.
might as well do the same.
on.
Uh-huh.
Everybody else is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, because of Ren's character's backstory of being a spy, he has inside knowledge of some things in the village, especially being the mayor's assistant. He is extra privy to certain details.
Bits of info. Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the necromancer.
That.
It's basically he's got knowledge. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't
Yeah.
want to be meta.
Okay, back in character. We'll talk about it later once we get back to we'll talk about it at Groc's house. Actually, we'll talk about it back at my place.
Oh well.
It's not.
All right, you guys.
I would recommend, sir, that you are to tell the towns that, especially the caravans that come through here, that we should bump up security, maybe have a few more people on hand just to prevent this from happening again.
Well, if you're not too busy, I mean, I know you're going off. we've heard reports of a bandit camp just up the road, and they've been, attacking some of the caravans going by lately. I was actually glad you guys came by. I was going to ask if you guys could take care of the bandit camp up the road.
Sure.
Do you mind if we could rest a little bit first? We literally just got back from fighting
Yes.
the necromancer and kind of a little tired right now.
Yeah, sure, by all means. And out of character, yes, you guys did just come. Dynn has not had a chance to prepare breakfast. Did you guys want to do a short rest of about an hour to give Dynn plenty of time to cook a quick meal or two, get your health back, or did you want to do a full 8-hour rest to get your spells back? And Dynn can prepare more than the one meal.
I would suggest us leaving and
The bandits aren't
tomorrow
going
morning.
anywhere. They said that they're attacking they're attacking caravans. They're not going to be going anywhere if they're going to keep going for the caravans.
I quickly
do
turn to the
rest.
mayor and ask him if there's any caravans supposedly scheduled to come in.
Yeah, we were expecting one to come in from the west.
When?
It hasn't shown up yet. It's due in by maybe tomorrow, I think it was. Tomorrow, day after. It's hard to tell. It all depends on how fast they want to travel, the weather. We had that storm the other day.
I would suggest us leaving in tomorrow morning and right after breakfast.
Works for me.
Yep.
We can and make sure that we're properly prepared.
Okay.
So long rest it is.
I've
Long
been
rest.
in enough battles to say that bandits can be crafty folk.
Actually, that necromancer kind of gave me for a new recipe I want to try out. So I'm just gonna. I actually want to get something ready for you guys to help us out for the bandits.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
how
Right,
that's how I'm going to set it up for Dynn. That on a short rest, you can only make one meal, but on a long rest, you can make your multiple meals because you've got the time.
Yeah, because right now, like every time I level up, I gain one more meal I can actually make too. So it's like 4 that I can make last time. I can make 5 this time.
Exactly. It's all a matter of time. Like you're not going to make a 5-course meal in 1 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like if
it.
anything, I
I've
can only
come
make
up
like
with a
1 or
new
2
recipe.
things. Oh, yeah. Every
I
time I
make
level up,
milk.
I also gain a new recipe too, which is pretty great.
I had to make the Ignis joke.
Okay, so
I actually
Take-
don't know yet because Final Fantasy 15 I never played.
okay, so
Guys, you can take a look.
Like
Huh?
upon hearing that, the Groc is like, the fact that a necromancer inspired a new recipe both terrifies and intrigues me.
Why? Hopefully it contains at least some bone.
Hey, find your muse wherever you can find it, and not bone, but meat.
Oh, damn.
anyway, so
No,
I say during the long rest that everyone sort of comes over to my place.
yeah. Also, like before I wrap these, also one thing, Mr. Mayor, just wanted to let you know that the priestess is safe and sound. She headed back
Oh,
to
yes.
the temple a little while.
Sorry,
Yeah.
what, you're saying about the priest? I heard.
The
priestess is
We were just
Groc
telling the
was
mayor that
letting
the
you know
priest is
the,
back.
the
cleric.
priestess is safe and sound, and
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I saw her. I saw her run by. I know she's good.
Okay.
yeah, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, is there any kind of reward for bringing the priestess back? Because I mean, we did rescue her from being hostage. So
Yeah, we rescued her from being a bride to that necromancer's master. Yeah, but anyway, though, during the long rest, I'm gonna go and have the bear costume cleaned and modified into a cloak.
Yeah.
that'd probably take a little bit more than a day, though, wouldn't it?
Well, you
I
can get
mean,
it started.
Yeah.
and Groc it's like an armor smith or something.
As blacksmith.
Yeah. Well,
Ghost has
yeah,
sort of disappeared, so
I want to take like the head armor and the claw armor from the goblin,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
have it fashioned into a samurai helmet.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cook. I mean, I've gotten everything I need right now. I just need to get some food made.
all right. I'm just gonna head back to my place.
And if you guys get hungry, you can visit the tavern. I'll cook us up something for a meal.
The mayor reaches into his coin pouch, pulls out just a handful of change. Oh, here, 13 gold for your trouble. Or thank you for rescuing our priestess or acolyte.
Okay, Fred's gonna snatch the coin. That'll cover the part of the horses at least.
We don't split two.
Hang on, I gotta disconnect. Give me some.
Oh, wow, you
I
weren't
was
breaking
just
up.
gonna have it.
No,
You might
everyone
have
else
it be
was.
for, like,
Oh.
Wait, no,
Yeah.
never mind. I can hear you guys again. Sorry. Okay,
Okay.
I'm just
I was
gonna head back.
put it towards like the.
Yeah, it's fine. We can
Horse
use it
total.
towards the horse. We can use it toward the horses. That's fine.
Yep.
All right, so at this point, you're down with the mayor. You're taking your short to long rest by hanging out at Norfinas' place where he's just going to talk to you. Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah.
Real quick,
for that,
you were doing something. Is there like somebody who could fasten the lobgoblin carapace into the helmet that I wanted?
Yeah. You could
There's a
probably...
smithy, isn't there?
There is a smith. You could probably... No, not that one. There's the harness shop. Let's see, there's the clothing shop. Not
The
the
one that-
bakery. Smithy, here we go.
Yeah.
Tantor's Smithy, and that's the book, not my name.
Yeah.
Both ends of this soot-stained building are massive stone blocks that raise wall to wall. The Dynn of the Forge. Hammers ring out late into most nights. You would go to Tantor's Smithy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go there and just like bring the claw armor or the claw carapace and the head carapace. See if it could be possibly.
Oh, good lord! What the hell is that thing you brought into my shop?
It's right here's the shell of a lob goblin.
Lob goblin. Oh, those vile bastards! Kill anything that walks.
Yeah. I was wondering, like, I take like because I forgot like the carapace from the claws and the head and stuff. If you might be able to fashion this into a samurai's helm.
Well, I think I've got a few ideas. Hold on.
And then he takes your stuff,
Mm-hmm.
puts it on the counter. He just starts drawing up sketches for a helmet and using some quick Google foo.
Mhm.
I'm actually kind of curious if there is actually pictures of a samurai helmet that looks like it's made of lobster.
Couldn't tell you.
Look that up because I'm kind of
What I
curious now.
know, what I do know is that I've been watching a lot of Sengoku Basara, and it's got me in a very samurai mood.
What about that one? In the Discord. I'm joking about that. That's ridiculous.
That's a crab, not a lobster.
No,
It gives me.
I'll give you this one.
For fuck's sake.
This one's not a joke though. This one,
Yeah.
that one's not a joke.
Oh yeah, that one's cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
No, I can beat you at that. I can beat you at this.
It looks like a Darth Vader helmet, but made of crab.
I've beat you at this.
Ah, that's actually kind of great. That's a Monster Hunter thing?
Wait, that's oh.
Yeah, that's
All I did was Google like lobster samurai.
That's so cool.
Even you.
Yeah,
Looks like a
yeah,
fish
that's
thing
an
for some
insect
reason.
way.
Oh, it is. That you're right. That's so. That makes sense considering it's like crustacean and lobster are very similar.
I think you're gonna need to give me a. I think you're gonna have to give me a few more pieces than that. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll go with the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait, the first one, the joke one that I
No,
posted, or
the first serious one.
okay, hold on. I got a secondary serious one.
Okay.
Oh God, I actually found there actually samurai helmet that was made.
Hmm.
I'm gonna send it right just real quick because it's actually kind of amazing.
Hmm.
I just searched up lobster samurai helmet and they gave me one.
The second one, I like the first one better. The
Yeah.
second one.
Which obviously would have a much more
How's this look?
naturalistic look.
I mean, I kind of like the
I mean,
second
that-
one.
That's
Like
just
the
straight up a
joke.
lobster.
Yeah, it's literally a straight up lobster for a helmet. But
Because it's actually made of lobster, but
oh, the black one?
yeah,
Yeah, that looks
Yeah.
cool. I like it.
yeah, I'll go with that one.
How
much would
Alright.
it cost me?
That one's probably gonna run you pretty close to about. Shoot, I gotta look that up.
Yeah.
Because like for you don't really take a lot of armor to begin with.
Yeah, well, this was more just for flavor.
Oh, you don't
I mean,
want to be
yeah.
like. Do you want to be
Like, I've
actual
already-
armor to add to your
I mean,
AC?
yeah, I've already got at a natural AC of 17, and I can already increase it with my shell defense, so...
So you want to be charged for a costume price rather than an actual helmet price.
Basically.
Oh, costume price is easy. I can do that.
Yeah, like, it's mostly just flavor, because when I like, go the
And
samurai
it's not like a
archetype, I'm
full
just on
suit of
the helmet.
armor anyway. It'd just be a helmet.
Yeah.
I charge you 20 gold for no armor value of that.
I'm surprised you
Yeah.
wouldn't try to use the lobster arms to make a weapon, if anything.
I'm comfortable with the weapons I've got.
Again, you guys are only level 2. Expect
Yeah.
gold later.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which I've got enough gold for that, so I'll go ahead and drop the 20 for it.
I'm still upset I couldn't get one of the zombie hands to make into a grabbing thing.
I go ahead and hand him the materials and put the 20 gold on the counter.
Like, for example, a great helmet costs about 30 gold and adds +2. But you need a strength of 15 to wield it, and it gives you a disadvantage to stealth.
Yeah.
And it weighs
Here's a
10
question.
pounds. Yeah.
How much would a buckler cost?
A buckler shield?
Yeah.
Let's find out. Google foo, go.
Since a buckler would be kind of like a small shield that Brad could just wear on his forearm, it wouldn't really hamper him that much.
All right. It's going to tell you a lot. A fine buckler would cost about 8 gold, but would only absorb about 1 single hit point before it broke. A medium, which would absorb about.
Okay, is there one that won't break?
I don't know. That's why I'm confused reading this. It says hit points, and so. Sorry, I'm reading. I don't know these things.
Seems weird for a shield to be able to break so easily.
Well, to be fair, it's a buckler, so
Oh yeah, I guess yeah. Bucklers
Shields
are-
break all the time.
Well, yeah, but one hit. Dang.
All right, let's note. This small metal shield is worn strapped to your forearm. Not really. You hold it in your hand. You can use a bow or a crossbow without penalty while carrying it. You can also use your shield arm to wield a weapon, blah, 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 in your offhand. But you take a -1 penalty on attack rolls while doing so. This penalty stacks. You can't pass enhancement. Hardness. Okay, so it basically adds, I think, an AC of 10. All right, so yeah. I don't know. Hold on, that's a 3.5. Let's
it
find out.
adds an AC of 10. Like it just adds 10
I don't-
AC to your.
No, I don't think that's how it works.
No, that seems.
I don't know. Shields. Oh, Here we go. Buckler 5e. AC. That's all it does. 5 gold adds 1 AC.
Well,
It doesn't say anything about breaking.
wait, it adds 5 AC or 1 AC?
1 AC.
5 gold for 1 AC.
5 gold for 1 AC.
Alright, well, with
So
that,
if I could spend like 15 gold and get one that gives me 3 AC, then
I don't know.
Quick question: if say someone dual wields something, like say whenever like Groc uses his katana and his wakizashi, like since he's holding 2 things, does that mean he can attack with both for his action?
Well, that's the thing with a buckler. I mean, bucklers are usually just handheld things, but it's like basically a giant wrist shield, so you can allow for dual wielding.
No, yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering because
giant. They're small enough for shields.
I was actually kind of I was technically like Godzilla about that one because like, so do you like pull out both? It's like 1 in each hand. Does that let them?
it's not my action. One attack is my regular action, whereas the other is my bonus action.
Wakizashi is a bonus action.
Yeah, I expend I expend my bonus action to attack with the wakizashi.
Okay, and is there ever any way that someone can get more than 1 bonus action, or is that's just it?
I mean, there are ways to get other actions, especially as a fighter. Like, at the moment, as a level 2 fighter, I have Action Surge, which lets me take a second action, but I wouldn't get a second bonus action.
And can I, could you still take out both swords, even if you're only going to attack with 1?
I mean, I could easily do it. It wouldn't be as practical, because if I'm only going to do one-handed, or one weapon, I might as well just, or attack with one weapon, I might as well just do, two-hand the, katana.
Oh no, yeah, I get it for you. I'm just kind of wondering about like in case of like other things. Like I was always kind of wondering how dual wield works.
It basically means when you're dual wielding, you can use your bonus action for a second attack.
Okay. Okay, I'm fine. I just kind of thought of that question. I was kind of like curious about it.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going back to the whole thing about the
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. So we'll only add 1 AC. A shield will add 2 AC. Everything after that is going to get to magical territory. And that's a whole different kettle of fish once you start getting into magic. It's not going to be 15 gold. You're looking at maybe like 150 to 1,500.
Well, I'll take a buckler made from the crab or the lobster shell scraps then.
For custom like that, I'm going to say that's going to cost you 10 gold for a custom made one rather than an off the shelf one. And
Actually, well, what would be the stat difference between lobster shell and like one off the shelf?
I'm looking. Because like I got the armors here, like hide armor, chain armor, scale mail.
We're really going through a shopping episode today, aren't we?
Yeah, we
Yep.
are.
Well, to be honest, I'm getting something that I desperately fucking need.
I mean, no, like
AC
it's fine. Like they have that all the time in the other series, so it's like it makes sense that we need that every now and then too. And we're still gonna be doing some fighting, I'm sure, since we're gonna go for the bandits today, I guess.
We'll see.
I will say that it's still going to be the same because metal. I imagine metal is stronger than crab shell.
No, then I'm just gonna get a off the shelf buckler then.
Yeah. Okay. It's still going to be the same. It's going to be 5 gold pieces for 1 AC. But if you never mind. I was going to say if you can make an offhand attack, you can use the shield as a weapon.
I'm
Get
just
1
gonna
D.
get the buckler.
Okay, fine. That's 5 gold, and it gets you +1 AC.
I now have 12 AC.
Which is,
Wait, what? Oh, sorry.
buckler is great is finesse.
Mhm.
Wait, here's a question: am I even able to use the buckler as a weapon?
Okay, hold on. I'm reading buckler. A buckler is a small metal shield held in a fist grip. Unlike a typical shield, a wielder with more finesse can use to more effectively parry weapons than bulkier shields. While you are wielding this buckler proficiently, when you take the attack action on your turn, you can use your bonus action to parry with this buckler
you
until the
would
start
need-
of your.
He would need proficiency with the buckler to attack with it.
Or would it just be shields in general?
Or finesse.
Well, properties: finesse, light, and special. So if you are proficient in finesse and light weapons as a bard, I assume that means you are fine. It weighs 2 pounds. I imagine you have enough strength to hold 2 pounds.
Mhm. I'm
Uh,
proficient with simple weapons, hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, and short swords.
Oh, simple. Simple and finesse are different. But that's
Yeah,
fine.
finesse is like an attribute for weapons. It's not a category.
Yeah,
Yeah, finesse would be like if you're using like say
offensive
random
rapier.
thing. Yeah,
Like
or I
a
guess like
rapier
stuff like that. Yeah.
or falchion.
Until the start of your next turn, your armor class increases by an amount corresponding to your dexterity score, +1, +2, or +3 for respective scores. So basically, it's depending on your dex. Basically, if you, on your bonus action, if you specify you're going to parry, your AC goes up by your dexterity modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God I plan to put more into dex then.
Yeah, you've got nothing for dex, don't you?
I got jack shit.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So if you were to hold up your shield and say, "Oh, I'm going to parry this," and your AC is what, 12?
Oh, now it's 12. The
Now it's
buckler.
12. So it was your AC was 11, and then if you were to parry that, it would be the 11. But if you had a modifier of 2, then your AC would go up to 13. To be proficient with this buckler, you must either be proficient with shields or with all martial weapons. That's a category.
Yep.
Shit.
So I would be proficient with them as a fighter, but as a bard.
Well, it looks like I'm not going to bother taking the buckler then.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude.
Okay, so there is leftover stuff of that lobster stuff though.
Carapace, I imagine you would have cooked it already last time.
Well, yeah, I mean, like the stuff that he's using for his helmet. There's like leftover pieces that like from that though.
The pincers, the one pinch is pretty much already been taken for the helmet line.
No, yeah, no problem.
And I imagine the head has been taken again for the design.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is there anything left? I mean, maybe I could use something if nobody else is gonna use it.
What did you want to
I mean,
have made?
that depends on what's left. Like, what is left?
I mean, there would be like just regular carapace and stuff like that, and I assume like stuff from like the arms and legs, but
Could I make a bowl or like something like I can use for like I don't know, like something like I don't know, like something for like a cooking utensil or something out of it.
Sure. You're just wasting money at this point, though.
yeah, that. Yeah.
You mean, by all means, I will allow you to do that, but in retrospect,
yeah,
it's
like-
not that special for the game.
Yeah.
I mean, like
This
considering I
is-
can use cooking utensils as weapons, I was kind of thinking like something like I could use as a weapon, I guess. Although I guess I could. I mean, if anything, like yeah.
This helmet specifically is for care pockets. Yeah.
if anything, I would have just seen it. Maybe I could just turn it into a knife.
Making a knife?
I don't know, like, how is the carapace like sharp or anything?
You would not. The carapace is really brittle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. It's fine. I wasn't sure how that stuff worked exactly.
Yeah.
See, this was just a lobster. If we were talking about like a bullet, I'm not talking like a gun bullet. I'm talking like the giant armor-plated monster known as a bullet. That's different.
Yeah.
We're talking about a lobster here. Level 1, challenge rating.
Yeah.
Like you'd basically be wanting to make a knife out of walnut shells. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Yep. Yeah. This helmet that I'm requesting is for character significance, not for.
Then I mean, I guess like if anything, we could save it or if we can sell it for anything. I mean, whatever.
Yeah. It could be used for like materials for like sailing and stuff like that. But other than that, we don't.
Yeah, like I would have offered to buy that whole carapace off you guys. 10 gold.
Mhm.
Okay.
You're gonna do monster hunting that don't really making you guys fight.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go with my plan B then. Have the bear suit modified into a cloak, also washed.
I would call that as
Not in that order.
Obviously not in that order. It'd have to be washed. first.
Washed then modified.
No, yeah, I was just messing. I was just messing.
Okay, cool. What I'm gonna say that that's hide armor because that's straight up what it is. It's hide, and that's gonna cost you for custom like that. That's gonna be 15 gold, and that's going to be 12 AC plus your dexterity modifier, which I know is 0.
Having the bear skin turned into a cloak.
Yes.
Wow.
Can't you negotiate or anything?
It's,
I mean, that's
it's
already
hi-
better than his current AC. So.
that's
Oh yeah.
that's hide. Unless you want chain mail or scale mail or half plate or ring mail, that's the lowest I can give you to make of any effect.
I mean, I'll take the 12.
That's all I can give you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Padded armor is 11 plus your dexterity. Leather armor is 11 plus your dexterity.
Yeah.
It's not studded leather.
Yeah. So.
Besides, I still don't understand how padded leather or light armor is a disadvantage on stealth checks. That's the other thing. I'm making sure not to give you a disadvantage for stealth checks.
Mhm.
Oh, getting a cloak. That's a good deal.
Oh yeah, that sounds fine. Take it.
How long will that take anyway?
Come back tomorrow.
Okay, then you could probably get it before you leave.
If anything, for that, you'd probably want to go to the tannery that's in town,
Mhm.
as opposed to this guy.
Yeah.
And there is a tannery. The tannery is chicken shop, Wagon Works.
Wouldn't it make more sense to go to like a tailor to have it modified though?
No, you'd want to go to Loruth's Tannery. This former warehouse reeks with an eye-watering, throat-closing stench that obliterates all other smells out of the place. Inside are stretching racks, cutting tables with sharp knives, scraps of tanned hide, a back room of finished leather ready for sale, and 6 huge open-top container containing various foul-smelling caustic liquids used in tanning. The proprietor is Ulhuru Luruth, a dude, and he's got 5 workers that live there. Out of character, you're probably going to be seeing him.
Hey, Loruth.
I'd go talk to Ren first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine.
Like after finishing the stuff with the helmet, Groc immediately headed over to Norfinas' house.
Fine. I head to his house.
I mean, what am I doing?
You got your stuff.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that-
I guess I
yeah,
went to the hat and the tag. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that I don't know. What are you doing?
This whole time I was kind of like listening to everything. I kind of forgot I kind of forgot about myself for a second. Yeah, I guess I just went and got the hat and the tag and everything. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
good then. I'm good.
It looks like you accidentally logged out of the game.
What?
Yeah, you did
You're not
too.
popping up on the players.
There you go.
Yeah, you're back.
Weird. I mean, it's yeah. I'm still in there. I just went to the Discord page for a little bit.
Anyway.
By the way. Yeah, we all go to Norfinas' house. Groc knocks on his door.
I sort of peep through the little peephole and I see you three. And just open the door. And can I do a quick perception check?
Yeah, go for it.
17.
Sorry.
Seeing if there's anyone else out there, like down.
Yeah, 80 individuals, but they've gone off into the tavern.
All right, come in.
We all make our way into his home.
Pride just goes, sits down at the counter, and just starts like tuning his guitar.
Right. So.
Real quick before we start anything,
mhm.
where so is the what's up with the Sea Ape and Brecky? Like, is there, we're just we haven't really done anything for them yet. And I'm just not sure what I'm guessing I just left Brecky at the tavern.
Sea Ape's
Sure,
name is Bubbles.
Bubbles and Brecky. Yeah.
Just say that they're outside.
I'm pretty sure I just left. I tied him to the tavern, near the tavern entrance. So.
Okay, so you tied them to the tavern.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they're gonna be anything for while we're doing anything, because we didn't really mention anything.
They're your responsibility to keep tabs
Yeah,
on.
of course.
Probably would have just left him with Brecky.
All right.
All right.
By the way, okay.
Yep. So.
Information you kept from us.
Yeah, it didn't sound like you wanted to talk to it in front of the mayor.
It is a tad confidential. And a little bit of more investigating needs to be done before getting some solid results.
Fair enough. But
What I can tell you is that it has nothing to do with what happened with the necromancer.
yeah,
So-
reassuring.
Does it have
I just
something to
points
do
his
with
bladed tail at
What was that?
North. Pride
Does it have-
points. Pride has a bladed tail. Not really bladed, but the kind of shaped like a blade.
Is that a threat?
No. But you've deemed it important enough to invite us all to your house. So just give us the whole truth.
Does it have anything with us dying and coming back to life though?
No. Not yet, anyway.
Hello?
Yes, I can
Hello?
hear you.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, nobody responded. I was just yeah. Does it have anything to do with us dying and coming back to life in the whole?
As far as I'm aware, no.
All right, then I'm all ears.
Okay. As
It
the-
should just be in that private message I sent you
Yeah.
if you need it. a
Yeah.
recap.
I've looked at it.
Cool.
So, as most of you know, as the mayor's assistant, I do hear a lot of things.
Yes.
And I'm also very good at finding information.
Understandable.
That was before I became the mayor's assistant.
Mhm.
So, a couple of days ago, actually before we all died, I
So good to say.
I was visited by someone. I won't say who, just for the time being, because they were a contact of mine.
Very bad time for you to start roboting.
Yeah.
God damn it.
You're not roboting right now.
You need to add a goddammit counter to this episode.
Okay, how do I sound?
It's
Good.
fine.
Okay. Okay, so where did I start roboting at?
You had a
Uh,
visitor.
I had a
Yeah.
visitor. This was before we all went for that hunting trip.
mm,
I won't say who it is, just for their safety at the moment. But they are a part of the town. They came and told me about.
Again.
You won't say who it is, but they are part of the town.
Yes. That there is a secret organization sort of running this town.
Hmm.
What I can tell you is there's 12 members. The mayor is not involved. I know 3 of the names, leaving the other 9 still needs to be discovered. My contact is not a part of this organization, and that this organization is partly made up of well, actually, they mostly deal with town affairs. Some of them plot against various business business competition with competitors. And from what my contact has told me, sometimes they have actually taken care of some people for the good of the town.
And by taken care of, he doesn't mean nurse them back to health.
So our town's got a Yakuza. Great.
Huh.
Seems like there's corruption wherever you go. Probably just strum
It's,
the guitar.
from what I was told, it's mostly, as what my contact has told me, it's more about, it's not like they commit, well, okay, best way to describe it. They have the good of the town at heart.
But they also care about their own interests, don't they?
Exactly.
So
And
roll
what
me
I
in
can-
for reasons.
And what I can also tell you is that I'm not a part of this. I only found
Let
this
me
out.
guess. 2 dwarves are.
Hmm?
The two dwarves are a part of it, aren't they?
I doubt it.
As
Even
my
then, I-
information has told me, I know 3 names out of the 12.
Have we met any of those 3 though? Do you know?
I mean, based off of what we know just about everyone in this town just because.
Well,
of
no. I
its
mean,
size.
have we met with any of those 3 in the past few days?
Not in this game that you've been playing, but as people of the town. Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are they all business owners?
It's inconclusive at this point in time.
Just what are the 3 names? You know already.
At this point in time, I prefer to keep them to myself. Because would we rather spark some form of... Because if we let them know that we know if they're part of the secret society, so we want to call it, it could cause problems for us. I'm usually the best at keeping this sort of thing to my chest, so I will keep the names for a better time.
Yeah, I'd rather not know myself right now because if we did know some things, and since we're going to be leaving anyway, if we put on some suspicion before we leave, it might not be a great idea we might not be allowed back in.
Or trouble could be presented to us. At
Who
this point in
knows, they might
time,
even try to kill us.
doesn't matter if they try and kill us. They could simply ruin our reputations. Right? I have no problems with starting over in another place. That's how I came into the job here in the
I'm
town.
arigato, Mr. Robot.
Damn it.
You're roboting again.
One sec.
Maybe you should
Frankly,
disconnect and connect again.
Right, hang on.
someone who used to work for a village leader, I can appreciate it wanting to keep things confidential for the time being.
Until we find out the rest of the names that are a part of this secret society, it's best off I keep them to my chest and also keep the name of my contact secret.
I'd
True.
say, and honestly, for now, I'd say this whole thing about the organization shouldn't be our top priority, considering we have a bigger responsibility. What with trying to fix the world and all that.
Still don't know what the hell that means, but yeah, you've got a point.
Wait a
I'd
sec. At this point in
Okay,
time,
here's now how the other planes work.
at this point in
Roll an
time,
Arcana check.
You would
Yeah,
not know.
at this
Okay.
point, and we didn't even know that there were other planes of existence.
Hmm.
It's like if I were to go to my dad and say, "Hey, Dad, do you want to go to the Feywild, son? What the fuck are you?"
You just don't understand me, Dad.
Exactly.
God
just-
damn it.
It's Dungeons and Dragons. It's not a phase.
I can stop whenever I want to. Gosh.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of saying, "Hey, Dad, do you want to go to Madagascar someday?" Sure. Hey, Dad, do you want to go to the Feywild someday?
Yeah.
Okay, that one sounds made up.
okay,
Nerd.
Not with that attitude.
And then your dad gives you a wedgie and then a swirly.
anyway,
Sorry.
Do I
off
think-
topic, I'm sorry.
do I think what we're doing is, do I think that the secret society is connected to what we have been tasked with? Doubtful, but based off of the information I was told and what they do in terms of their secret meetings that they have, which I'm also not going to reveal the location of which it could be, hang on. It may or may not be linked, but again, I do not know. It's best off if we keep that the fact that we died and came back a secret, and what we're looking for a secret.
Frankly, I don't. Just even if we told them.
Well, to be
Better
fair,
those- yeah,
probably just
better-
raises his hand and summons his mage hand.
And
And he
So
just
I
does jazz hands with it.
can we see the mage hand? Because I know that there are certain interpretation, and I guess it depends on the game on whether or not people who don't use magic can see the.
A spectral
Ghost?
floating
Yeah.
hand
Well,
appears
still
in
here.
point you
Okay.
gaze within range.
Yeah, can we actually see his
Hold
mage
on.
hand? Because I know expectables that like people who like Borky can't see Greckles and Panic's mage hands.
He can't?
No.
Greckles is different because his arcane trickster, he uses it for thieving, but
Okay.
Panic's mage hand should be fine.
Okay.
I think that's entirely up to the player whether they want it to be like a giant.
I'm pretty sure it's like the player can like make it like
Okay.
invisible or not.
visible or not, yeah.
Okay, that was like.
Other than that, is there any
Yes,
other
that's correct, but we
questions?
can't. What's your point? Ain't there? Pride.
What'd you say?
Well, it's yeah. I mentioned that no one would believe us that we died and came back to life, and then you just use your mage hand for some reason.
Because I didn't have magical power. Well, a lot of magical powers beforehand. Before I died.
Yeah, but
At
you can.
most, I could just do this. He just like go and uses open a window.
Close the window.
The window just shatters. Not shatters, but flings wide open.
Close the damn window.
He snaps his fingers again, close it.
It shudders in.
Anyway,
What about all the doing to the crystal? You think that could cause some suspicion?
Pride shakes his head. Not really. Considering that's an object, not really something.
We can
I can just
pretty easily
cast.
explain the crystal that we have in our possession that
Ancient
And
relic.
besides-
Besides,
had it.
if it ever comes down to it, I can put anyone to sleep.
but even then
That
that's
would be kind of a
bad
bad
move.
idea, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
Look,
it's better that we like keep the resurrection thing a secret. Teleport that's significantly easier to explain.
hmm,
And as we found it and Pride had identified it.
yes.
Okay, works for me.
I'll keep on investigating this in the time being, and if there is something that comes up, that involves us, I'll tell you about it in private.
Yeah, if there's any connections at all, definitely let us know. But-
So far,
Unlikely those two dwarf brothers are a part of the group as well. Makes sense.
And I would just like
White
to say,
Bridge.
read the pages that I put in for the town. There's information in there.
yeah, I saw that.
I know there's a guy that's bad at gossip, so that could be useful.
You have been paying attention.
Yeah, I saw that a little earlier, like an hour ago, and I was like, huh, he could give me some good stuff.
Mm. Well, on that note, we've got a bandit camp to raid tomorrow, so
Speaking of tomorrow, did you guys want to raid that bandit camp next time? Because it's getting on the late side.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
Can we
getting
do that,
close
please?
to the 3-hour mark. Since we started late, but
yeah,
Because that bandit camp raid is going to be at least another hour.
yeah.
Yeah.
Works for me.
So,
Yeah, today was just the shopping episode. Fine with
Wind
that,
down.
actually.
Yep.
Cool. And so, don't forget in for that cart for special things. I will do my best to go over everything that's in the player's manual for pricing guides and few off on a few things, but I might be good on a few other things.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
hey, we ripped off the dwarves, so
It-
again,
Basing it off of everything's custom, straight from a store.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
that too.
I mean, I'm fine with buying stuff from the store if I have to. I mean, but considering we've been kind of coming up with a lot of like interesting ideas. It's been kind of hard to just go for the
Yeah.
normal stuff too.
I mean,
Well,
hey, at least I managed to get us the cart. the
No, I mean,
wagon.
honestly, like, yeah, like I was like, if we were gonna be huddling up, I was going to actually do like the whole thing where I was gonna actually like put my arm up for a fist bump with Pride because like, dude, you had a good idea, finally.
and you
Go.
managed to pull it off.
Yeah, like you finally had an idea that didn't end up with someone shitting.
Or somehow
Yeah.
you getting low rolls.
Yeah, the rolls were in your favor for once.
One
Mhm.
day it's going to be awesome when you guys, especially Pride. Haha. I did it finally. I finally did it. And
I
when
think you've done that
Pride,
before, actually.
me? No.
I'm pretty sure we've all accidentally called Pride Panic at this
Yeah.
point.
When Pride finally learns enough of the higher level spells like Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion.
Hmm.
Where
Fuck, that's right. I can conjure up our own fucking house
you
Oh, I
can conjure up
love
your
that.
own fucking mansion.
with servants and food.
Yes.
Jesus,
And room.
forget
And I can
forget the-
customize it myself.
Jesus, forget the restaurant. You are our portable restaurant.
The only
Uh-huh.
thing is that's a 7th level spell. You will not be seeing that level spell for
Yeah.
months.
I mean, whatever. If we do that, that'd be cool, though.
You probably won't see that for like a year. No joke.
Yeah.
And that's if Pride manages to survive long enough.
Mm-hmm.